All right, let's talk about trickle charging your Charger or Hellcat. If you don't get out on the freeway for long drives, your battery, the alternator is not going to be able to keep up and keep your battery properly charged. And a lot of that has to do with the sound system and all the electronics in the vehicle and so forth. It's more so common on vehicles that have crazy sound systems. Like this has 11 speakers and two 10-inch subs with an amplifier, and so it draws a lot of power. And you really have to get on the freeway and drive for quite a ways to get your battery up to, 80% plus or 100% on the charge. So we have to trickle charge it every 2 or 3 months, or at least we should. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't have enough battery, right? So do you need to open the trunk and trickle charge directly on the battery? The answer to that is no. There are terminals in the front of the vehicle that you can use to trickle charge, so you can save yourself some time and some headache. Here we have our positive terminal. There's just a little spring clip, kind of plasticky spring clip here you can depress to open this up. And then we have our chassis ground negative right here, chassis ground terminal right here. So that's what that looks like. And okay, so trickle charger, link in the description to buy this on Amazon. They also sell it at Walmart, AutoZone, O'Reilly, all the auto parts stores, right? Advanced Auto Parts and stuff like that, or at least they should. So first thing you're going to want to do is do a clamp back on the cable with your negative. So the black negative, just clamp it back. Don't pinch the sheathing, just put it right in the center there. And that's so that it doesn't accidentally come in contact with your positive, okay? You don't want that to happen. So we do a clamp back, plug it in, then we do our configuration. So it's blinking like this. This means that it's functioning properly and that the microprocessor is working and not damaged, okay? Because there is a microprocessor in here. This is a smart tender. It will actually do cycling on the battery if needed. It will cycle the battery properly to get you a really, really solid charge and ensure longevity. Lifespan of the battery. We have two charging options here, one for AGM flooded batteries and one for the lithium iron phosphate, okay? So lithium iron phosphate. These batteries, you can buy these for your car. They're typically not found in vehicles, but you can buy these for your car. I don't really recommend it unless you're doing, drag racing and you want to, maximize your quarter-mile times. Otherwise, just go with your standard AGM flooded battery. You're going to get longer life, more reliability out of it, and so forth. You're not going to get stranded. And then you just hit the select button here to change between the two modes. Lithium iron phosphate, on my motorcycle, that's what I have. My kids have some Power Wheels vehicles that have lithium iron phosphate batteries in them, so I use this to also charge their ride-on vehicles. And then here you can switch between 6 volt and 12 volt just by, pushing this button here. So I'm going to go AGM flooded. You can change between 6 and 12. 6, like you've got household batteries like in your alarm system, or like let's say you have like AT&T or Verizon fiber optics. Sometimes you have a battery backup on that system. Those are, generally speaking, those are 6 volt batteries. You can trickle charge those as well. Okay, so now we have that going. So now we're going to grab our positive and we're going to bring it up here. I just have a towel on the car to prevent rubbing and scraping on the paint. We're always going to hook up our positive terminal first. So hook to our positive terminal first, and then we're going to remove our clamp back here, and we're going to come around and get positioned, and we're going to hook up right here, all right, onto our chassis ground terminal, like so, okay? So now you'll notice here that the amber light is no longer flashing. It's solid, and that means everything is working properly and the battery is charging, okay? There's a green light right here, and you will see this green light right here start blinking once the battery has reached 80%. And then once it hits 100, this will go solid, okay? And this will turn off. If you see this light and this light blinking in an alternating mode, like this is blinking, in an alternating mode, that basically means that the battery is not holding charge. Your battery is it's done for, or it's defective. You need to replace the battery. So just be aware of that. If at some point you start to see this blinking, this orange one up here, this amber one blinking while it's hooked up, that could mean that you have the polarity reversed, or that something else is malfunctioning. But other than that, it's a really fantastic charger. It has a 7.5 amp fuse in it. Okay, it delivers 4 amp of charging power or throughput, and there is a little your standard automotive kind of pancake fuse behind this housing here, which is a 7.5 amp fuse. But that's fail safe, right? Safety protocol there. But absolutely fantastic charger, and I do recommend trickle charging your vehicle probably every 3 months or so, just so that you're maintaining good battery health and helping to keep that battery above 80%. It's been about 3 months, two to three, since I've done it, and you can see the battery is well below 80% capacity. All right, guys, catch you later.